What's the most humiliating thing a parent has done? My mom hired a stripper for my sweet 16 because she thought I was gay. I should explain the setup here. I was 16, never had a girlfriend, and spent most of my time with my best friend Jake. Mom kept making weird comments about how close we were, always asking if there was something I wanted to tell her about our friendship. The truth was, I was just painfully shy around girls, like sweating palms, stuttering mess whenever I tried talking to them. Jake was actually helping me work up courage to ask out Sarah from chemistry class. We would spend hours in my room practicing conversations, running through different scenarios. Looking back, I can see how this looks suspicious to my mom. Two teenage boys behind a closed door having intense whispered conversations for hours. She probably thought we were planning our coming out. 2 weeks before my birthday, Mom pulled me aside for this heart-to-heart. "Honey, I want you to know that I love you no matter what," she said with tears in her eyes. "I support whoever you are and however you choose to live your life." I was totally confused but said, "Thanks, Mom." Then she asked if I wanted to invite any special friends to my party, winking when she said special. I just said my usual group from school would be fine. She nodded knowingly and said she would handle all the arrangements herself. The day of my party arrived and 30 kids from school showed up. Everything seemed normal at first. We had pizza, played video games, the usual stuff. Sarah had actually come and was talking to me more than usual. I was feeling pretty good about my chances. Then Mom announced she had a very special surprise for everyone. The music stopped and she called everyone to gather around the living room. Kids were looking around confused but excited. That's when this woman in a long trench coat walked through our front door. She was probably in her 40s, wearing bright red lipstick and way too much cheap perfume. Mom was beaming with pride like she had just solved world hunger. The entire room went dead silent as this woman started slowly taking off her trench coat while Mom played music from her phone. Every single person was staring in complete shock and horror. Sarah was standing right next to me, and I watched her face change from confusion to disgust. Other kids started pulling out their phones to record because this was clearly going to be legendary. The woman was now down to lingerie, doing this incredibly awkward dance routine around our living room furniture. She grabbed one of our kitchen chairs and started doing moves that belonged in a very different establishment. My mom was clapping enthusiastically and shouting encouragement like, "Go girl and work it, honey," as if this was totally normal. She kept looking at me expectantly like she was waiting for some reaction. Jake grabbed my arm and whispered, "What the hell is happening?" I had absolutely no idea because I was just as confused and mortified as everyone else. The stripper then started trying to interact with me specifically, getting way too close and trying to pull me into her routine. Sarah immediately backed away, looking absolutely disgusted. I could see other kids laughing and recording everything. I finally snapped and yelled, "Mom, what are you doing?" She looked genuinely confused and said, "I thought this would help you figure things out, sweetie." The stripper stopped mid-dance and everyone was staring at us. That's when I realized what had happened. Mom hired a stripper, thinking it would either turn me straight or confirm I was gay if I didn't react positively. Either way, she thought she was helping me discover my sexuality. I ran upstairs and locked the door while the party continued downstairs. Jake came up later and told me everyone had left pretty quickly after the stripper finished. He said Sarah had asked him to tell me she was sorry that happened. The worst part is Mom never apologized. She just kept asking me over the following weeks if the party had helped me discover anything important about myself. She acted like she had done me this huge favor. I'm 25 now, and she still brings up my sweet 16 at family dinners, asking if I've given any more thought to what we learned that day. My wife thinks the story is hilarious, but I still cringe every time.